Hello, and welcome back to Cities Skylines 2, and we're in a new city because I wanted to see if something is possible. And I don't even know if this is possible, but we're going to find out. We're going to start off with a little roundabout there, and then we're going to put in a couple very large parking lots. And I want to see, can we make a city without any cars? Because I don't know if it's even possible. Does that not connect? Let's make this just a little bit longer. I think the issue is that you cannot connect I think you can't connect a roundabout to a pedestrian path. But then also, I think I don't know how pedestrian paths work. It does feel like it's not connecting, doesn't it? What if we do it like this? Okay, now that we have a pedestrian path, and basically just those two buildings, can we then take these pedestrian streets? So if we do this, my question is, will they spawn their own cars on the other side of this pedestrian path if we do this? Or will they respect the fact that we've put in a pedestrian path and pedestrian roads and not spawn a car? Because I don't actually know. Which way does the wind blow? Down this way. Okay. Oh, we're gonna need water, we're gonna need power. Let's just unpause so we can see which direction this goes. It doesn't. Of course not. Of course it doesn't. Do we get a groundwater plant? Sure, we've got money. It's gonna need a road connection. Let's bring a road out here real quick. Yeah, that's plenty. And then the rest, we'll do this. We'll treat it there. I'm gonna continue using pedestrian roads. And then if this works, then we'll expand to other roads to see what happens. But what I'm curious is if... Let's just unpause there. Yeah, I really don't know what's going to happen. Are people going to bring their own cars? Or will they just not have cars? Okay, so far, we at least are seeing buildings. Oh, we need power. Of course we need power. I'm going to go with solar. Am I going to go with solar? Yes, and the reason why I'm doing this is because this doesn't require anybody to bring any resources in. Whereas I'm worried that if we put in a coal plant, people would want to bring in coal power, or coal rather, and I don't know if that coal can be transported across this little pedestrian path. So far, I see no cars, I see buildings under construction. At what point do people drive in to the region? So far, nothing. Also, so far, no power over there. That makes sense. That road isn't connected. Let's just run a little power line underneath. Hook you up to the road. Now they're powered. Okay, so far buildings exist. So far houses exist. Nobody lives in them. 0 residents. So the question is, can people get here? We're not generating a lot of water, and I think the biggest reason for that is that nobody lives here. But even with no employees, we can still make some money there. Or we can still get some water in, rather. Don't know about making money yet. Still no cars. Still a population of 0. I think this doesn't work. Not the way that we're thinking. So then the next question is, how do we get people not to use cars? Could we put... Let's build another road out here. We need a rail yard. Okay, you know what? Let's make a little bit more room. This is the part of the city where there will be cars. Once you get in, no more cars. I don't know what happened to the zoning there. Did I replace this road? Okay, that fixes it. Sure, why not? Can we train people in to the city? If we put in a train station here. Maybe we put it over here? Yeah, let's do this. So we put one there. We'll put one over here. Connect these tracks. What I'm gonna do... I'm trying to think of which way is gonna be the best way. The zoning over here doesn't really matter. And then let's get this rail yard set up as well. Now we have a water problem. Oh, I see why. We connect it. Okay. That's connected a drainage system, but we didn't connect the actual water. Is that what we needed to do? No, maybe we didn't connect the drainage system either. That is actually true. We didn't do that. Okay, I could have just run that double pipes, but we'll just do that. Okay, now we have a train station that takes passenger. Well, it doesn't yet. It will in a second. It's going to take passengers from here. It's going to bring them to here. Pathfinding failed. Of course it did. Now it's going to take them from here to here. And then do I have to tell it to go back again to complete this route? Yes. All right. There goes the train. Now will people move in? Re-residents complaining about not having enough money. If we need to, we might connect this train to the city's edge as well. Let's see if we see any cars. Oh, I see some vehicles. They're just passing through. Yeah, they're just passing through. That's interesting, though. That's progress. That's something new. Oh, I see cars parking at the train station. And people are getting out and getting on the train. And they're taking that train into this part of the city. Things are getting built at a more rapid rate. Now, the secret here is, do they get out? Do they get into a car? Or do we see people start walking? Or do we see people? I see trains. Oh, there's some people. Now, do they just walk out? I see somebody walking along the tracks. Sure, why not? I think we've done it. I think we have actually figured out how to have a pedestrian-only city. So now the question is, how crazy can we make this? And what happens when they run out of parking spaces here? And do we need more trains? I do think parking is going to become an issue. But we've got these lots here. Then we can put in the underground parking, put in an automated parking lot. Everybody park. Building all the parking lots. See how much they get used. Because right now people are just, yeah, they're filling in wherever they can. Look at all these people. Oh my gosh, I think we've built a city where nobody's allowed to drive once they get into the city. The only cars that we should... I see a car parked. No, I don't. No, I don't. So I think the only cars that we're going to have are ambulances, fire trucks, police cars, and then garbage trucks, right? So now an important question is, how do these places get their resources? How do they get their imports? Does somebody walk them in after they've parked? Look at this traffic. Oh, we're gonna need education as well. Do we see a lot of people walking down this road? Oh my goodness gracious, look at this. And there goes the police, which is fine. We're okay with service vehicles. Service and emergency response should be the only vehicles on these roads. Look at this. People have to wait for the trains. In fact, sometimes people walk these tracks, I think, if it's a little bit quicker. They treat these tracks like roads, which is pretty funny. Now the question is, how much can we overdo this? So we do have a traffic issue over here, and that's just because not enough people can get into the parking lot quick enough. But do we care? Because once you're in the city, does it matter? Do you have any reason to leave? I guess some people are leaving. Where are they going? Don't know. Maybe not everybody stays. Maybe they drop some people off and then the rest leave. Do we have any issues here with people waiting? Nope. Not yet. Does it make us money yet? No. This is getting wild. Look at all these cars. When do they start using these lots? How quickly can we rush people into the city? Now is a real question here. We've got fires, but we should have a functioning fire department. Getting in some corners just to break up the monotony a little bit here. In fact, I might even continue this. Can you not do that? Why is there a... Why have you done this to me? Alright, if you want to do that, we'll do this. Almost. Why can't we get across there? We can if we do it here. Alright, let's start filling some of this in. We don't have as much demand for industrial, but we'll put in a little bit of it. Oh, we're starting to get backed up. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up with the parking lot needs. Because then people, they have to get out and they got to walk all the way to the train station. We could also put in a metro station. It doesn't have to be the above ground trains, although I do like seeing it. I think it's cool like that. Oh, we've already had a building collapse. Yeah, we could put multiple off-ramps to various train stations to try and help. I don't know. I don't know if we need to. I might move this there so that we can put in another road down here exclusively for parking lots. Why do you? How many cars can fit in an underground parking lot? 210, 321, 416. I think these automated parking buildings are going to be the best ones. They're probably expensive. Oh, you can only have one. Okay, it's like a unique structure. Oh, this one can have a car wash. That's cool. So is the best bang for our buck these very large parking lots then? There's more people in here than there's allowed to be. Not enough space. Just one tile off, okay. This is off too, isn't it? This is going to be too much space. No, remains one tile off. I'm an idiot. Here we go. One more try. We got this. There we go. A little mega parkade. Because everybody that lives in the city has to park. That's just the reality of this city. You can drive here. You can get here by car. But you can't stay here by car. Well, you can stay here. In fact, you are staying here by car. You're just leaving your car. Why is this one a slightly different shade of pavement? I didn't even realize that these parking lots had randomized pavements. That's cool. Do we have people waiting for the train yet? No, just one. It is very efficient. Or just nobody's there anymore? Nobody's moving in? Is that possible? We have only low density demand at the moment. How about now? We should probably get rid of these collapsed buildings. People are also complaining about the lack of entertainment. Let's see if we can fix that. Tourist attractions. Oh, this could be interesting. An observation tower? Imagine coming here and you see this giant tower, but how do you get to it? You gotta take the train over there and then you gotta walk. It's an attractive building. Let's get rid of this rubble. Yeah, people, they come here first, realize that there's nowhere to park, and then they leave. How silly. You can't park here. You're gonna have to go find somewhere else to park. Can't park on the road. The roads are packed. In fact, I'll bet if we started cranking up the prices of these parking lots, we would be in the money. Welcome to our parking city. I love this so much. This is funny. Who would have thought that you could basically have... The city's more or less an amusement park, right? You come in, you park, you take the monorail into the park, and then there you go. The only vehicles are the ones that work here. Meanwhile, everybody else is just walking. Who can we possess to see what their adventure is like? Maria Taylor. I don't know if I'm going to be able to grab Maria Taylor specifically. I think that's Maria. Cool view of the city. The automated parking tower. Those are kids. We're here with our kids. Let's go, kids. I'm bringing my kids to the big city. We're moving in. Look at these fools thinking they can park here. This train station has no parking. That's the smallest parking lot. Those guys brought their house. They're not even going to be able to use that. Let me just say, I cannot quite properly express how happy I am that this actually worked. I started to feel like maybe it wasn't going to work when we put in those pedestrian paths and nobody started moving in. But now we're waiting for the train to move into the city. The walking city. We'll leave the UI up. It's too much of a hassle to make go away. Anytime there's an autosave, the UI reappears over our first-person overlay. Or first-person view, camera, whatever. It's fine. We're just going to speed up time because I don't want to be waiting here for too long for the train. Getting very close to the edge. You're not supposed to stand there. Oh, education. Yeah, we'll get that sorted in a moment. There's the train. Wow, we are so close to the train. Alright, kids. Get on board. We're moving in. Alright, we're on the train. Some of the people don't even want to wait for the train. They just walk here along the tracks. Oh, am I no longer that passenger? Oh, am I so low? Nope, I'm the child. See what it looks like once we get out of here. Common groceries. This train station has nobody parked here. Oh, we're gonna walk the tracks. What are we waiting for? Oh. Mom's got a tattoo. Walks funny. Away we go. Not a car in sight. Lots of people going for walks, aside from service vehicles. Those don't count. This is probably the healthiest city in the world. Oh, we're home. Is that our pile of wood? Must be. Ah, excellent. Let's just loiter around our house. Classic. Normal behavior. What a cool city. So to answer the question if you can build a city where everybody has to walk, aside from service vehicles, and the answer is yes, you can. You actually can do that. It requires a little bit of trickery. What's interesting is that people are just walking in now. They're not even taking the train. Whereas before, when that was the only option, they didn't really want to do it. It's strange that nobody will use this way in. Because it is connected, and it would be quicker just to park here, and then you're right here. But they're not interested. Alright, last little thing that I want to do before we wrap things up is put in our schools. Definitely want a high school. Definitely want a elementary school. And since we can, put in the college as well. Why not? So why don't these people just go up this way? The Evans family. Oh, maybe they are? No, they're not. They're gonna walk all the way to the train station. I don't understand. Okay, you do you. You guys do whatever needs to be done. I'll bet if we put a tram track through here that they would take that. If we ran a tram track right through here. Let's get rid of this. Nobody's using it. But if we did this, I'll bet we would see people start walking along these tram tracks. See? They are better than pedestrian paths. Why? Who knows? Cars can't use them. This doesn't require a traffic light, I don't think. It's a bit overkill. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of the crosswalks there. Cross at the lights. But yeah, there we go. That is now a more efficient way into the city. Track not connected, doesn't matter. That is a error of non-consequence. This forest is just burning. Again, the forest fires don't really seem to matter. It says that it's a dead tree, but it looks perfectly fine to me. So I guess the real only long-term maintenance that we have to think about here is making sure that we have enough parking spaces. Yeah, this is completely unnecessary at this point. If we'd have built this tram path from the start, we probably wouldn't have even needed this train station. But it's fun. Look at this part here, where there's all these different rail crossings. Isn't that cool? But this is beautiful. A city with no traffic, all service vehicles running at maximum efficiency, no interruptions, no gridlocks, nothing to hold them back. Life is good in our little walking city. Alright, if you've enjoyed this, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a like. If you want to see more of this city, let me know in the comments. The no car city, the walking city. I don't know. Give me some ideas for names for the city if we're going to do it. And let's turn on the day-night cycle because this is a cool city. Oh, never mind, we don't have enough power for that. I think we ran out of power because I turned back on the night. As soon as the sun went away, everything stopped working, so let's try something here. Let's put in just a little bit of wind power. I don't think this city requires that much power. And then we're going to put in an emergency battery station as well, just to charge that up a little bit. You know what, we might need to connect that to the outside. Oh, I need to connect up those wind turbines as well. But that might charge up from the outside world this way. I don't know. Oh, let there be light. Let there be power. That definitely looks better. I wonder, would people feel safer going out for a walk at night in a city like this? Why are these ones different? Some of these street lamps are of a different style. Huh. I don't know why. These ones are the little ball ones. Little ball street lamps, right? Oh, these ones are more like a Victorian style? I don't know what you call these. Then these ones are this style. I don't know what they're called. Interesting. I did not know that these pedestrian roads had various lamp styles. But cool. Today I learned. Alright. Also, don't forget, if you want to help support this channel, you can join the channel membership program. For 99 cents, it means I get to put your name in games whenever I remember or whenever it makes sense. Usually naming streets in Cities Skylines is the biggest way to do it. And your name ends up in the credits at the end of the video. And if you don't want to support that way, there's other ways to support the channel, such as hitting that subscribe button and turning on your bell notifications. Alright, thank you so much for joining me in this strange experiment. Hopefully somebody learned something. I did. Alright, thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Goodbye for now.